Okay, so we're back and it is currently May weekend bank holiday, and we're going to review an Amstel. It's a Saturday afternoon, so we're going to put this in the machine, and whilst this is cooling down we're going to do a second review and put Hawkston Lager in the perfect draft machine. So we'll start with this one, we'll crack on. As normal, this keg's been in the fridge for a few days. There is a line here that says unlock here, so you just peel the plastic wrap off down this serrated edge if you've got nails. So take the wrap off, take the black cap off. Inside you've got a line. You want to pull that line out, throw the black cap away. And this line is going to go in the top of this keg, just in here. But first we need to take out the old line. So to do that, you just lift up the side arm, pull the handle off, and then take this keg out. So what I might do is do a different view. So just go for a slightly different view so you can see what's going on. So we pull this out, and you can see that's horribly sticky fermented stuff. This has probably been in here a week off. It's very warm in this room. Then pull that out and that's any remaining air. See, that does drip a little bit, which is normal. And then I just normally just dry this out. Mop up any spillages. And mop this out. And whilst I'm here, I'm not really sure what all this white gunky horribleness is that is in here. It don't look good, it's very sticky. So we don't want probably bits of mould and stuff from the beer. So what I'm going to do with this, because it is a sticky, is take this plate off. I don't know if you're meant to do this, but we'll see what's underneath and it might stop you doing it. And what I do find is I have to clean this drip tray out after every use. So if you've got beer that's sat in there for 2 weeks, it goes very mouldy. So there might be loads of gunky stuff under here. So this is just a mechanism that helps it pull backwards and forwards. You can see there's mould and all sorts built up inside there. So I'm going to clean this out and we'll be back in a minute. Okay, we are back. So this is now clean and you can see that this now moves freely. Before it were filled up with gunk, so if yours is sticking or stuck inside, it might be worth just checking it and giving it a quick clean. If you're struggling to get in this gap, there are 2 more screws here which will unscrew, which allows you to get in here to clean if you need a deeper clean. But for now I think we're okay. We're going to put this back on. This way around, press it down. I don't actually know what I've done there, just double check. Right, so it seems like you've got to pull this metal piece in to get it to sit back flush. And we'll know if it's worked because it'll either pour beer everywhere or we'll be alright. So screw this back together. I like to go for corners first, but however you want to screw it. If you find stuff like this helpful, maybe I could make a separate video on it. take extracts off this. Okay, that's in, not going anywhere. So back to showing this at this different angle. You've got your line, and all you're going to do is, let's see if my hands are still in, is you're going to put this end in there. And there's a little carbonation stuff, but it's alright. Sometimes that happens. And then we're going to lift this up, put it in the machine, and then just drop it in. It's not meant to be fizzing out of this head, so lift this back up. Something's not right. Maybe I just have a dodgy keg. Which is going to be a big shame because it's nice outside. So we'll just mop up that beer for now. And we'll have another go at putting it back in. It's still coming out of this top. And that should be sealed, and the problem is I'm now on my last keg, so I don't have any more of these to pop them in, so this might not work. The other thing, it's gone blue because it's been in the fridge, so that's what this means. It's at temperature. And the problem is it's not made a seal. So I'm not really sure where to go from here. So you see the problem, it's just when it's pressurising, it's forcing the beer out at the top of the lid. I don't know where to go. We'll give it one more go for a third time lucky, but not hopeful. See, it's not coming up this tube like it should be, it's coming out of there, so I don't even think I'd be able to pour a beer at this point. I know you can hardly see this, so it's just the head that I've screwed on and back off. If I can zoom out on that, you can still see kind of. Maybe we, whilst it's doing its thing, I struggle to get beer out of this anyway. And it's not on green or anything, but we're just going to pull a pint. So this might go really wrong, it might not work, it might work. So I don't know how else to get beer out, so I might have to pull the 3.5 pints through. Which I admit is not ideal, but it's better than it all leaking out. Wow. So it's like a foam bath. Take you over to show what's happened. So we'll just sum this shambles of a review up again. We've got a beer in 3 different glasses to probably make just over a pint up. We've got 1/4 of a pint that's leaked out into here. It's not sealing properly, so I'll have to contact Beowulf and see what they can do, but they're normally pretty good at getting back to you. Unfortunately, this is the last keg I've got out of the 8, so I either sell this machine or buy 8 more kegs and try again. It smells good. It's about 25 degrees, it's 3 o'clock, it's Saturday afternoon, so cheers everyone. It could do with being colder actually. I know it's come out of fridge at 3 degrees, but I've been in this room about an hour messing about with it. It's probably about 8 degrees. There's a lot of carbonation in there. It's going to be a gassy beer. You're dark amber in colour. A pretty bog standard, to be fair. I think Amstel's the cheapest beer you can buy on this machine. It's about £8 for 3.5 pint kegs that you get, or torps that you get. It's actually a pretty decent beer. You see that all these have all settled down to have 1.5 to 2 finger whitehead. That one's a little bit less. You can check on other glasses. Obviously this one's got the lines in and widgets. You've got quite a lot of carbonation coming up there. It smells clean. It smells a bit fizzy. So I don't have a problem with it, it's fine. But yeah, bog standard, can't go wrong with it. Easily available in shops and stuff, although I've been after a 600ml bottle or 660ml bottle to compare this with, struggling to find them. So if you know where I can find a 660ml bottle of Amstel, we'll give that a go. And yeah, you can taste this, there's malt coming through. You can't really taste the alcohol, there's no burn, there's nothing special about it. I think it's about 4%. And let me just check on the back of it. So I think part of the problem was it's overcarbonated, part of the problem is that this doesn't seal properly. It's no longer blue, which is interesting. And it says it is, yeah, 5%. Oh, I'm unsure. I think the bottle stuff is brewed in the UK by InBev, and this stuff was brewed in Amstel, but it doesn't say that anywhere, and I'm not sure where it's brewed. So if you know, it would be interesting to find out. But yeah, it is a pretty solid, easy drinking beer. I'm gonna have to get through this. I don't have a choice. So this Torps will be the rest of the afternoon, and I will hopefully have better luck with the next review on the perfect draft. So cheers, and I'll see you on that one.